the word sorcerer in that same verse. And the word there is the word there is one who prepares or uses magical remedies, right? The sorcerer. To the Greek. Now, when I go into Strong's definitions here, the word there is far magnus. That's the Greek way to say it. And the word there is a drug, i.e. spell-giving potion. A drug is basically these those are what they're sources. So they're giving you like drugs your mind elevates. Start seeing I never take a weed myself. I can attest to that life. That battle for me, never take a weed. That battle for me, I think, was a hard. It's been like 2 years now. That battle there, that demon there is a strong demon. I said that demon there, smoking demon is a strong demon. That battle there. Like I said, the word there is for sorcerers. For people that are they're up to these drugs, because weed and all these different drugs, that's a modern day potion. Those are modern day potions. And those people, like I said, going back to talking about wine and drugs, those things make you see spirits.
Don't be drinking like your mind.
We're talking about that. So, people that do those things, they're going to get destroyed, man. They're going to partake in the thing that's burning for fire and brimstone. I'll show you, man, that after when you come into the truth, you're literally changing, you're cleaning up your life, you're cleaning up that bad thing, you're getting rid of that, the dross. You're purging that silver, and you're getting rid of that dirt, man. Because the most time you go on the floor, you're half high, half your brain cells is gone, man.
That's why you didn't have me out here. That's why you didn't have me out here. That's why you have me hiding at home.
So I'm saying the most I've got to clean us up. To teach us word, you have to be so strict to talk about sober minded. The first of rivers of living water. You know what I mean? That's right. You know what I mean? So we go into that. So let's go back to first
First of July, yeah?
Right now there's a spirit that's on the vast majority of our people, man. And it's leading us to the I would send them strong delusion in the land. Now when you go into and when I read to you in Kings, when they said that the Most High sent forth a lying spirit into the mouth of his prophets.
Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
The rest were blinded, man. The rest of our people have been blinded. When you're blind, you can't see anything. No, this means it's empty in the straight gate, but narrow is the path. Well, how are you going to see? How are you going to walk the narrow path if you're blinded? You're going to venture off the narrow path, man. Walk to the deaf side or to the deaf. Exactly. Because you know, when the Most High spake by the mouth of Moses, follow the laws and commandments, go neither to the left hand or to the right hand. Meaning straight, the narrow path. Because if you go off that path, that's idolatry, and you're outside the temple. Any man that maketh and worketh for life, sorcerers and dogs and murderers. That's what happens when you fall off the narrow path, man. You see what I'm saying? So all our people you see them walking around, they're falling off that, they're groping that root, they're groping that root in the darkness, and they're blind. You can't see that the brothers is listening. The brothers is listening.
That's what people has to go, man. with the enemies of prevention, man. You get what I'm saying? Two doors are holding us back, man, because we need the kingdom of heaven to come. You get what I'm saying? We have to fight this fight, man, because, like I said, man, the family of the world is coming very soon. You get what I'm saying? YouTube already put down, you know, they striked it already previously before, and now it's going to get even worse, man. They strike down my video twice. One more strike and my channel's up.
They did that to one of my channels on GMS London. The other one I have a phone with GMS, and I can't use it for that how many months because they when I was talking about the vaccinations.
Yeah, because I got to see the video put up on there from a while.
Yeah.
They took out my channel for putting out a video about the microchip that can change the COVID-19. Yeah. They took it down, man, straight away. You know, so they know.
Esau knows that he's using the vaccine and the chip, and he doesn't want us trying to warn people. When it says the gates of hell shall not prevail.
There's nothing you can do against the truth, before the truth.
Before the truth. But let me just read this. First King, right? First Kings chapter 22. First Kings chapter 22, verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahawah. I saw Yahawah sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left, in the demons and the angels, right? And Yahawah said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. So you have all these spirits saying, listen, I want to go up and persuade him. I'm going to go up and the angels, right? And they came forth the spirit and stood before Yahawah and said, I will persuade him. And Yahawah said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth. This is what the spirit said. And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, in the Most High, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, Yahawah hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and Yahawah has spoken concerning them. So I'm showing you that the Most High can send a lying spirit in the master prayer of our people, and they should be lying. They will receive another disciple.
I used to go back, when I was in the truth. So-called sleep paralysis. I got attacked as well. There was even time I got attacked as well. I was sleeping in my bed, and they even told me I'm a villain of God.
What?
I'm a villain of God. I said, Yahweh, as soon as I rebuked you, and went off.
To me, the truth of this even was holding me down, man. You know, and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe, man. Sitting on my chest, I couldn't breathe. I had to go and get the scriptures. And then the demon jumped off.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that's not a part of the truth is all spiritual. But the scripture, like I said, the scripture told two men the spirit of the world, the spirit that's in the Most High. And a man. So, if we go back to 1 Peter chapter 4, we start from verse 3 because we're going into the word revenue. Basically mean
was not working. And Abigail tried to put
because the word first Peter chapter 4 verse 3, let me read it. When the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, showing you that the Gentiles
that's good.
but at the time past of our life, we are doing the will of the heathen. Because again, that's what we don't want people in church, our people that are about to understand, you know,
in the Gentiles, because we have that mindset of being in this place. We have a mindset of being in this place. We become a Gentile, man. You know, but we've been walking up to this place, so we have that mindset. Yahawah has given us. That's right. Even Ephesians says, we're Gentiles according to the flesh, according to the mind frame was that of a Gentile.
But we're not Gentiles in spirit. You know what I mean?
Spiritual Israelite, become a spiritual Israelite, have a nation.
Spiritual Israelite.
Email.
How are you going to be a spiritual Chinese person?
This is it.
Why can't you be a spiritual Moabite or a spiritual Edomite? Because, you know,
Prophets are not for those other nations.
Again, when people say that, they don't believe that the Israelites are real. That's why they say a spiritual Israelite. They don't think that the Israelites are a physical people.
they were actually called Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Physical people, you know. Physical people called Naphtali, Asher, Reuben. And then you want to call the Israelites all of a sudden just disappeared.
Just disappeared.
You know?
They don't
But
get
he
it.
has 12 gifts for the 12 tribes.
You don't get it. That's what I'm saying. That's when the time passed of our life, may solace us to have walked in the will of the Gentiles. When we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, right? So when I looked at the word reveling, I don't think it was here when I said it. I said when there is homos, yeah? That's the good way to say it. A nocturnal and riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus. That's what's happening right now. Bacchus was the deity of the Greeks, the god of wine, right? Or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends. Hence used generally of feasts and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry. Well, let me look up Bacchus, man. Bacchus.
You hear about Russia, they're making, what's it called again, robots, AI robots, man. You know, so, these robots are going to have mercy on people, man. You understand? Like, these robots are going to start killing people, you know. That's why the Lord is raised up the tabernacle of David, man, because, man, it's going to take the mics down, man.
We're going to get into that. This is another word from Bacchus was Dionysus, Greco-Roman deity, right? Dionysus is the god of the grape harvest, wine making and wine, or fertility, orchards and fruit vegetation, insanity, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, festivity, and theatre in ancient religion and faith. That's it. See, that's what I'm saying, that homo.
Alexander started all this madness, man. Because God,
This place is full of idolatry. You got the Muslims. I'm telling you, more idolatry. And then this is Bacchus. Again, that sexual madness. Can't even see it, man. Bacchus. That's Bacchus. That's the Roman god of wine.
even the word media goes back to a demon called Medea, which is the mistress of illusion.
Say that again.
The word media goes back to the word Medea, the goddess. Medea. She's the mistress of illusion.
See that?
Yeah, man, so they use the media to brainwash your mind, man.
What god of what?
The goddess of illusion.
What was the Greeks?
Yeah, Greeks.
Media.
Yeah.
That's deep.
M-E-D-A.
Say that again for the camera, man. Say
The word media goes back to a Greek goddess, which is the mistress of illusion, you know? And what she is used for is to deceive people, basically, man. And they're using high-level sorcery on the TV.
And that's how they,
You know? To speak. That's how what's it called? The beast is speaking, man. He said the image of the beast should speak, man. And that's a cut to you, IUIC people that are saying, the image of the beast is Cedric Orgier, man.
Yeah.
How can the actual picture
That's what exactly.
I was just talking to a brother, a brother said, the brother said, oh, it's hard not to look at
Because he's in the world.
I said to him, when I see women come in, and I see them with their naked face, I just divert my eyes. I just turn my eyes away.
These women were bursting for summertime. They were bursting.
Hey, when they see a man in the elect, bro, they're gonna be believers, man.
Yeah,
Trust me. That's why we don't worry about none of that.
I don't lust.
So they see that power.
When you understand how disgusting they are anyway,
Exactly.
why would you want that?
Exactly.
Let's get Isaiah chapter 4.
A lot of these women don't believe, man. They just want some attention. Just taking pictures and then don't do nothing.
She just wants some attention. She just wanted some attention. You can tell in it. Of course.
She don't even ask. She don't even
Good job, bro.
She should ask questions.
You have to understand, man, a lot of brothers, they don't approach women nowadays. They don't waste their time. They wait. You know, with this Kevin Samuels team, a lot of brothers are waking up to this red pure team and they these women, they ain't about shit. All they're going to do is get you into trouble.
Exactly. Get you into
That's
trouble.
all these women going to
Lead
do.
you to death.
I got a whole preset, yeah?
Go on.
Alright, Job chapter 39 verse 17. Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding.
Exactly. Because if you get with a woman, well, not only she's going to distract you from this truth,
That's right.
she's going to lead you into the world. Because she's the woman of the world.
Yes, true.
What did Paul say? Let's find out what
Lust of the world, first of the world,
chapter
cares
7.
of the world, isn't it?
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28. Right? 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28.
First Corinthians, chapter what?
27.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28.
Verse 28.
Great. So see 1 Corinthians 7, verse 28. And if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh. But I spare you. Is that you? Trouble, man. Trouble. Here is your man turn unto the Lord.
Yes.
But you worrying about child support.
Yeah, it's true.
Child support will fuck you up.
Yeah, it will. Let's go back to the record. The something, man. You know? Because now she's living up the life now, man.
Exactly.
This race, man. She's the record deal, man. So far as Jacob is low, they're fine, man.
From the garden, we know this world is for the woman, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's why she was beguiled by the serpent.
Exactly, she was beguiled by the serpent.
Remember Lot's wife.
That's right, remember the wife.
Because what the woman Lot's wife about, she wasn't vexed with black Lot's. She was enjoying some of the
She did.
Her best friends were probably Sodomites.
She said, curse your God, man.
That's Job.
Oh, sorry, I said Job.
Yeah, that's dope.
Now Lot's wife, she was enjoying
She
it.
looked back.
A lot of these women, they'll tell you that their best friend is
there you go.
best friend.
Their best friend is faggot. Yeah, lesbians.
You know what I mean? But they'll be the first ones when you don't look at women and that.
That's why we enjoy when you deal with the old, man. We're dealing with the young ones. That's how it's going to be.
So we can shape and go.
Because when you deal with these women, I'm telling you, when you deal with these women, let me tell you something. When you deal with these women, not only is she misused, not only got children back then. I don't mean to, because there's certain women that believe. True. There's certain women that believe. True. But when you go in the world of these women, they think they're better than you.
Yeah, they do. They're better.
She's not virgin.
Yeah, she's not virgin.
And she's expecting, she's got all these standards for you. But yeah, she's not virgin. She got nothing to bring herself.
Exactly.
And then, like I said, you can go crazy for a woman.
It's true.
Like the worldly spirit, the energy that when you come in the street, there's a positive energy.
Positive energy. That's right.
When you do these women, they take away from that energy.
They just take away.
That's why do you think the serpent came to Eve, not Adam? That's right.
The serpent came to the woman. Weaker vessel. The serpent couldn't come to Adam and come out with that rubbish and then,
Adam would have told him to fuck off.
Adam would have told him to fuck off.
Adam
would have said to him, the Most High told us, today we eat of this fruit, we will die. So go away from me, serpent. I will consult the Most High.
What did
so
he
he
say?
couldn't do that. He had to go to the woman, the weaker vessel, and tempt the woman. But they know that she don't know nothing.
That's why the lost Adam is how shall come back again.
That's right. Revenge of the serpent.
This is Sirach, chapter 25, verse 24. Right? Of the woman became the beginning of sin. And through her, we all died.
Yeah, we all died.
You know that was an ancient saying? That's an ancient saying.
Yes.
Tupac said
This ain't no modern day saying, that's an ancient
Tupac
saying.
said that.
So the day I came out, my mum was new, I was new.
Yeah, that's right. Look at Delilah and Samson. My word, look how she did see Samson.
Many great
Look
men.
how she did see Samson.
Many great men. Listen, many great men. They're down because of woman. There's one account in the book of Judges.
Yeah.
A woman rolled a stone and killed this one guy, forget his name. But then he didn't want people to know that as a woman that killed him. So he said to her, the next one, he said, thrust me through and kill me so people don't turn around and say it was a woman that rolled the stone and killed me.
I got a preset, right?
You know what I mean? So it was a shame to be defeated by a woman. It was a shame. It was a disgrace.
And this book is a rap, chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little.
See that?
To the wickedness of a woman, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
They don't care.
Serious.
A woman don't care. When a woman put you on child support, I mean, I wouldn't know it because I'm on child support.
I'm not a
But
child.
I've heard stories, man, of man paying for children that aren't even theirs. In America, they got laws. The laws over there is crazy.
It's crazy.
You got a man paying support, paying for a child that isn't even his, to the child is like 18 years old. So, and I talk about man, they're losing money monthly, becoming poor. Half their shit is gone now to a woman, and now she's probably using that same money for her next man. And she doesn't care. And as long as she's concerned, as long as she's making you feel pain, that's the main thing. That's how she feels.
Scripture says, well, better is the day of your death than, roughly paraphrasing, better is the day of your death than when you're coming into this place, man.
These women just want to see you fall, man. That's what they want to see you fall. They want to see you on a lower state.
Because it's that exchange of power. When you're there, they are there.
They're there.
No?
Yeah.
Because you have to understand.
Yeah. And I know a guy.
But you know, when right now, everyone's called black, white, that's colours. That's colours. You understand? So we're coming back to the things that done in the ancient times. So really, if you're Somali, you're going to be like a Cushite.
You'll be a Cushite, you'll be a Somali.
Or if you're Arab, you'll be an Ishmaelite. If you're Pakistani, you'll be Edomite. Right? No. So, and the white people, they're called Edomites.
Edomites.
Understand? They're not white.
No.
We're not, our skin colors are black. No. Right?
That's right.
So, we're coming back onto the truth. The truth. Because right now, the darkness has covered the people. Right? Because the whole nation of the Israelites. There are 12 tribes among us in the nation. That means there's tribes among them. And there's tribes among children and yeah, but let's continue. This is on 1 Corinthians 7, right? Verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
Yes.
That's all. It's truth, man. Limit the time you have with your woman, because right now, let me tell you, keep it real. I got a date on Saturday.
Yeah.
I got a date on Saturday.
Yeah.
And to go on a date with a woman, there's a certain spirit you have to have to go on a date with a woman. You can't go to the date breaking scriptures down.
No, but you look at your thing.
You can't be like
That's your thing. You're idiot.
You can't bring out 1 Corinthians 7 to a woman on a date at the bar.
It's true.
There's a certain worldly spirit of facade you got to put on when you're with a woman.
That's what effort in order to get to them.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why you understand, it's almost like an act you got to put on with the
Yes, you got to be wise as well.
You know what I mean?
You got to be wise.
You got to be very, very doubtful. But like I said, it says, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Right? So when you're in this truth, This become your woman.
Yes. Yes.
Wisdom as a woman.
Wisdom as a woman.
Yeah, man.
But when it says let her breast ravish you, man.
Yes.
Let the breast of the truth
The milk and the meat, you know.
And then
when the milk comes, you come with more breast.
yes.
Big breast.
Well, this word, God love this word.
This is true, love the word.
When the family comes,
That's right.
they're going to start learning Bibles.
Exactly. Look what they're doing in America, in the state of California. They're banning Bibles. They ban Bibles in the state of California. Yes, in the state of California, they ban Bibles, and they want to do that in all the states of America now. They want to ban Bibles. The Luciferian, the Satan worshippers, they want to ban Bibles. They ban Bibles in the state.
That's why it says wisdom, knowledge, and stability. That's right. So that just presence in your mind. You have the go in the time.
Banning Bibles and everything.
No. Because like I said, the brothers say, I think they're doing it in Scotland too.
Yeah.
You know, banning food up. They're trying to make laws to ban the Bible in Scotland.
Yeah.
So, wow, we're coming to a time where the time is so evil.
So evil.
And anything to do with God, they're trying to stamp that out.
Yeah.
And if anybody that believes in that, they're going to see us as criminals.
Yeah, they're going to show us as criminals. Anyone to stay.
So those of you brothers, man, it's truth, man. You better count the cost, man.
Yes.
Because the scripture says
we're going to have to die for it.
He that overcometh to the death.
To the death. To the death.
So that's how serious it is. That's how serious. Because we're not going to be out here teaching forever.
No.
Times will come where the scriptures talk about the time of temptation.
Yes.
Hey.
Go on Psalm 2 16 and 17.
Yes.
Apocrypha,
Ezra.
Yeah.
I have to get Apocrypha, man.
And that way is the Bible of God Christ against the government, man. And his brother is an ambassador of Yahawah, man. It's called that government, you understand? So they come against, the government of Yahawah, man. But this time he's going to lift up a standard this time. They ain't going to be like dying, Some brothers are going to die, be martyrs, But there's some brothers going to get that standard as well,
This is true. It's true.
Let me get that verse, because it's speaking about unto the death. It says Revelation chapter 2 verse 10, right? Because some brothers, they come into this thing and they think it's a game.
No, it's no
like,
game.
it's a fad.
No game.
Like a trend, man.
No
That's
game.
let me tell you something. If you're not a man of the Lord, you're not going to endure.
It's true.
You can't. The scripture says this: when the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. If you don't have the spirit of a prophet, you're not going to do the works of a prophet. It's true. You can't force the spirit. I know guys that have come into the camp and it made me sad when I think about it, and I see them fall off, man, because I knew them personally.
Yeah.
And I thought that brother would never fall out.
Yeah.
The man would fall out. But the brother was charitable. He wasn't wicked, man. He wasn't like a wicked, grinding nigga trying to extort brothers. He was a good, sincere brother, like charitable, quick to buy water for brothers. And what happened is that, because obviously man travels in Scotland down to London. So when the lockdowns come now, he can't travel now. So he's stuck up in Scotland. And the brother can't, so now he's by himself. When you're by yourself now, that's when the brother pulled out.
That's like God praise
The brother pulled out. That's why I've got to pray that the Most High takes this spirit. Because you can pray, man, but if the Most High don't want you to be a prophet, you are not going to be Most High to take it away. You're going to cry, you're going to cry and wonder why. That every time you try to stand out in the street, the spirit is not bringing precepts to your mind. But when you start teaching, precepts start coming from blood. Out of your belly shall flow river or living water. Precepts coming out. For some reason, precepts are coming to you. Why? Because the Most High took that spirit. The Most High took that spirit. And not because you don't want to do you might want to do the work. But for some reason you get up and you don't have that motivation. I've seen it happen to brothers, man. I've seen it happen when a man is living a living soul and all of a sudden he becomes dead. The Most High kill him, he take away that spirit.
That's scary, man.
Scary.
That's right. I've seen it, bro. I've cried for the brother. I've cried for the brother. He become like a dead man now. When you listen to him over the phone, like listening to him, he's a dead man.
So in the world, man.
he's gone back into the world. You know what I mean?
That's why I said many are called, but few are chosen.
Did you read the word and ask the prophets to help? And ask the prophets to come down and see him?
Couldn't
he ask the prophets to come down and help him? And
So I prayed. I taught him to ask him. Got on him time. I even gave him third and fourth and fifth chance. Because you know he's sick. You know what I mean?
why can't he come down? He can't come down. What are the look down?
Because GMS, man, is required for a man to be diligent.
Yes.
You gotta show without works, your faith is dead.
Exactly. That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
So
Faith and works
when a
go
man not
together.
showing diligence, that shows that the spirit is not really
That's
on
right.
him.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So and really, you shouldn't need a man to come around and tell you.
No.
If you have the fear is working with you, you should naturally.
Yes, it's true.
You know what I mean? Because you feel it's your duty and your responsibility.
Yes, it is.
See what I'm saying? But you go to
That's why we teach my daughters and everything. And
Revelation 2 and 10.
about this. About this.
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yes.
Now, first and foremost, it says the devil shall cast you into prison.
Yes.
Showing you who the devil is.
There you go.
The devil is not some spirit that going put you in a van, and the spirit is driving the van to a prison, and a spirit fling you
in there.
No, it's just talking about the soul.
The soccer white man. That's right.
There's no getting
Because
around it.
it says, and him is working as after Satan,
Yes.
all power of lies and powerful wonders.
Yeah. That's the devil. The white man.
Psalm chapter 140 verse 1.
Hold on, wait, let me put this come on. Go on.
So what so brother?
Wait, hold me one second.
Psalm 140 verse 1. Deliver me, O Yahawah, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man.
Right. Preserve me from the evil man. So there's an evil man.
Yes.
Because Christians might say, oh, everybody's evil men. Yeah, but there's an evil man, meaning the man of sin. Meaning, like, emphasize that.
Yes.
Because scriptures say that there are evil men and seducers will wax worse and worse, right? But there's an actual man, a man that's set up to bring forth wickedness. So, and in that time, this man is so wicked, man, because it's all about gradualism. The world that we're in teaches people to trust in materialism, and world, cars and money. Because when you check Freemasonry, that's why Freemasonry, the principles of Freemasonry is materialism and atheism. Oh, was it Freemasonry? Or was it Freemasons?
Yeah.
Freemasons, they believe in basically this atheism, which is atheist. Materialism. That's some of the ethics of Freemasonry.
Things like that.
They're builders, but like you say, they're building on a carnal level. Where, us Masonic Hebrews, we're building on that spiritual level, that we're dealing with that cornerstone, which is Yahawah, they're dealing with that foundation that we can just kick it.
Yeah, because
everything will fall down. So.
like I was saying, that the society that we're living in has trained man to trust in things that they can temporarily see,
True, and feel and touch and have.
Exactly. People, when you go to school, they don't teach you to believe in God
No, they don't.
and the Bible.
No, they don't.
You understand?
They teach you
So,
kind of
and even
foolishness.
now, when you listen to JD Sports, there was a t-shirt that says Sinner on it.
What?
Sinner.
I wouldn't buy that.
They have the sitting logo on it now.
Yeah. Was it also that guy with
Nas.
Lil Nas X, man?
Listen, man, you go up in TK Maxx, man, no matter, look through all their rails and you see how much it's blatant now. They, like you say, sinner, godless, and it's
Savage and
Every single thing you buy, check the receipt, 666 on there. Everything you buy, true.
So then
Lift off the
that's
label.
as a piece
Got
of
to lift off the label.
wickedness. Devil.
Lift off the label, then they took off the label and things like that.
This devil, he does things to mind manipulation, like witchcraft. It's all of this conditioning people people's mind to worship Satan. Understand? And to despise God, to be basically, like I said, that's the principles of Freemasonry.
Yeah.
So pretty much everybody out here is lower level witches, man.
Yeah.
They're lower level Freemasons.
Yeah, they are. They don't realise it.
When you look at it,
And they don't realise
when you
it.
really study Freemasonry and like the Illuminati, how it was founded and the principles of the founders of these different secret societies, they all were Edomites that didn't believe in God. And they wanted to develop, because at the time of the Freemasonry, the church was the pinnacle point of the aristocracy.
Yeah.
You know, everybody went to the church, right? And so you had certain men, what's his name? Like Adam Weishaupt. Adam Weishaupt, he was the founder of the Illuminati in Germany. That's where it started. In Bavaria, Germany. And he wanted to found a secret.
Foolishness. You know foolishness what they're going on with. Yeah,
Well,
but
listen.
foolishness on the left, foolishness down on the right. Let's start over there with the noise.
Now the Illuminati, because like I said, this guy Adam Weishaupt, he wanted to get rid of the church. He was an enemy of the church, and he was an enemy of the state of Germany, of Bavaria, and he wanted to basically found his one world order, which is basically based on atheism. You know what I mean? So he wanted to find his own republic, his own order. See what I'm saying? So this is what's happening right now. You know, the powers that be are trying to train the people to not believe in the God. So they're gonna come down and get rid of people. They're gonna come down.
Revelation 12 and 17.
So it said, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that he may be tried. He shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life.
What was it again?
That was Revelation 2 verse 10.
Revelation 2. Revelation 12.
And that chip is going to be looking at test to see whether you're ready for it. It's not going to give you something easy. No, that chip is going to be the test whether you're ready for Yahawah or not.
Right. Because what, like, when you take that chip, that's also a form of idolatry. Because they said he that worships the image. That's
a chip. Even the syringe, even the jab, the vaccine, that's a mark of the beast.
Revelation 14, verse, let me start from verse 8, right? Revelation 14, verse 8. There followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Now what's that wine? Remember we were talking about the wine?
Yeah.
Spirits. Now what's the wine of America? Spirits, the
Philosophies.
doing as thou wilt. And as before you. Doing as you do. Everything that's out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, I am a God.
I am a God.
And that nigga that's saying before.
Yeah.
Right? So,
man. I'm not going to punish him for that.
Right. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Meaning, when they're beamed up into the chariots,
That's right.
the 2/3 of us that take that chip, we're going to be destroyed in the fire and brimstone right before the presence of Yahawah.
I know.
Right, while your spirit is in your body, and your body destroyed right before the presence of Yahawah. That's a judgment we don't want.
Serious. You don't want that.
Because I'd rather be personally like man.
And me too.
Man is ignorant.
And me
Man
too.
don't know.
And me too. I'd rather be
But I don't want to be
man.
from the most high. Because you don't, because the most, that's what you read as
That's right.
I don't want to be
You're wicked. That's right.
Even then, it means that when they went through that stuff before that, just to keep you for those missiles.
But it's good to say that in order to preserve the ungodly to the day of judgment.
The elect in the sea will burn this world. You got Revelation 15 and 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now,
But you can say
let me get out here. Revelation chapter 15, verse 2.
Revelation 15. Revelation chapter 15, verse 2.
Go on.
Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right.
And this that had gotten the victory over the beast,
right,
and over his image,
right,
and over his mark, right, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harp of power.
right. So read that first verse.
Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right, the sea of glass mingled with fire, because when we're in the truth, we understand there's three manner of heavens.
Yes.
You got the heavens like the spiritual world.
Yes.
And you got the heavens talking about space and the firmament.
Yes.
And you got the first heavens and first earth, which is rulership.
Yes.
Now that sea of glass is talking about the firmament,
Yes.
space.
Yes.
Because you know when the scriptures talk about the stars of heaven,
Yes.
that's only that the space is also the heavens.
Yes. Yes.
So now it said so read that again.
Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right, because the judgment, the nuclear fire that's going to hit America and different parts of the earth, that smoke is going to go even up into outer space, man.
Yes.
That's how great the destruction is going to be. And the scriptures say that the earthquake will be so big that the earth shall roll to the very earth itself. It's going to shake, man. Wow.
And them that had won the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over his and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
Right, so as Super said that we're going to be standing on that sea of glass, man. Because we just got saved, man. Because we're not going to partake in that second death. Why? Because we did, if you read it, says, because we did not take that mark.
No, I'd rather die by a man than to take that mark. I'd rather die willfully for the most high Yahawah. I'd rather die and see my death and say, Yahawah, I commit my spirit in your hand. I'm not taking it. Well, and he would say, well done, you faithful servant.
You better keep that horse right.
Yes, I will.
Because the scripture say when
I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it.
I just hope that we'll be blessed enough that we're the elect number.
Yes,
right?
yes,
That we're part of that
yes,
number.
yes, that we're part of that number. We don't have to go through that.
This ain't by man's will. This is by the Most High.
That's why the Most High choosing us.
You can know everything, but if the Lord ain't choosing you, then you can't do it, man.
Yeah, because Peter, let me get that word, says Peter swore down that he would have forsaken the Lord.
Yes, it's true, he did. So I said, Most High, forgive me, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's true. I'm not going to make an oath, but I'll say, Yahawah.
No. Yeah, that's fine.
I'd rather die for Yahawah. Than to burn in the lake of fire.
Let me get this is Matthew chapter 26, right? Verse 31. Then saith Yahawah unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee. Verse 33. Peter answered and said unto him, though all men shall be offended because of me, yet will I never be offended. Yahawah said unto him, verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, that thou shalt deny me thrice. Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise, also said all the disciples. So one of the all the disciples said, I'm not going to. I'm going to stand by you, Yahawah, I'm going to follow you, whithersoever you go. Right? And they meant it. They were sincere about it when they said that. Right?
I'm going to get a precept where it's Matthew 11 and 6.
Yeah, Matthew 11 and 6.
This is Matthew 11 11 and 6. And they said unto them, even as Yahawah had commanded.
Even that the good news for somebody to come and die on your behalf, for somebody to come and die and come in all for you. You are free in Jesus.
This is Matthew 11 and 6. It says, and blessed is he, whoever shall not be offended in me. Yeah, that's basically
Yeah, true. So blessed is he that is not being offended in me.
Because shall not be offended, man.
Shall not be offended.
Right. So it said verse 35, Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples, because it ain't even just us, there's people in the world that swear that they will not take the chip.
That's why.
There's some people that swear they won't take the vaccine.
That's why I just say, you know, I hope I part that number. That's what I'm really saying. I'm not going to say something. I don't know if I'm my whole soul.
Because remember this, it was all the disciples that swore that they wouldn't deny him. But now, somewhere said that Satan entered into Judas.
Yes.
Let me
For 30 silver. 30 silver.
That was the Most High's will, man. That was always going to happen.
He knew that was going to happen. And he even said unto Judas, do what you was going to do unto me. Because he know Judas was going to betray him.
Nothing Judas could have done either.
Exactly. Nothing that Judas could have done.
Before he was formed in a womb.
Exactly. He was going to do that.
John 13 and 27. John. Now this is John chapter 13. John chapter 13, let me start from verse 21. Let me start from verse John 13 verse 21. When Yahawah had thus said, he was troubled in spirit and testified and said, testify what's the spirit of testimony, the spirit of prophecy. So he basically prophesied and said, verily, verily, I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. Then the disciples looked one on another, doubting of whom he spake.
He was hoping it was.
Yeah, they were saying, is it me? Is it me? Yeah, they were saying, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me?
Exactly. Now listen, now there was leaning on Yahawah's bosom one of his disciples whom Yahawah loved, right? Which is John.
Yeah, John.
Simon Peter therefore beckoned to him that he should ask who it should be of whom he spake.
Yes, yes.
He then, lying on Yahawah's breast, saith unto him, Lord, who is it? So John said, who is it?
Yeah.
Yahawah answered, he it is to whom I shall give a sop when I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon.
Whoa.
And after the sop, Satan entered into him.
Yes.
Then said Yahawah unto him, that thou doest, do quickly. So Satan entered into him. Showing you that Judas wouldn't have done it unless Satan would have went into it.
Yeah, true.
Showing you that that Yahawah ordered Satan to go into to fulfill prophecy. But unless Satan went into it, Judas wouldn't have betrayed him. Because remember, Judas was one of the 12.
Yes, he was.
And they all said that they would never betray him. They would never turn it back on him.
It's true.
See, unless it's the will of the Most High, you know what I mean? Most High will send a demon into you to make you take the chip. Because you're not of the elect. If you're not of the elect, the Most High will send a demon into you to make it. So that's what happened, where you're going to feel pressured to take that chip. And the Most High will do it to you. So you better pray. That's when y'all just have a temptation.
Yes, I'm praying.
Pray, man.
I'm praying. Yeah, I'm praying.
Even to the point where blood.
Yes.
So that's a deep depression.
Yes, I'm praying. Praying. Praying to the Yahawah that deliver me and make me one of the elected. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But like I said, going back to Matthews now. Let's go back to Matthews. Matthews, where is that? 26. Verse 35.
Matthew 26.
Verse 35.
26.
Where was before? About They said, verse 35. Jesus said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples, including Judas. And look at why Judas went to do.
Yes, it's true.
And it was Yahawah that made him.
Yes, it's true.
Imagine that. Showing you that even though you might want to follow Yahawah, where you might want to doesn't mean you'll be elected, even though you want to.
Yeah.
Understand? So let's read about what happened. This is chapter Matthew 26, verse 73. Go to verse 73. Matthew 26, verse 73. And after a while came unto him they that stood by him and said to Peter, surely thou art also one of them.
That's right.
For thy speech bewrayeth me. So someone came to Peter and said, I saw you as well.
I saw you down the side.
You guys.
Which one of you guys?
Surely that spirit was on that man to accuse Peter.
Yes.
Put that pressure on him.
Yes.
Right?
Peter denied.
Right, watch it. Verse 74. Then began he to curse and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crowed. And Peter remembered the word of Yahawah, which said unto him before the cock crowed, that thou shalt deny me thrice. And he went out and wept bitterly.
Wept bitterly. Because he didn't want it to, but the spirit that the man put onto Yahawah put onto the man, and he cursed the man. He had to deny. He said, I don't know him, and he denied
that's
him.
that position of difficulty.
Yeah.
That pressure.
Yes.
Temptation.
Yes.
The test of a child of a man's character.
So you got
Now,
away the pride.
We've got to put away our pride, man. Our pride and everything.
It just came into my mind, you know.
Yes.
Brothers used to be in GMS, you know, chatting and then, you know, Israelites tried to refine,
try to film.
try to fail. The whole side took that apart. And through the spirit you can see that happening. And these brothers are preaching now that they've already got their new heart.
That's right.
And which is way off.
Yeah. It's serious, man. It's a serious thing.
I've got one question, brother. What about those people that go with white women? What about those brothers that go with white women?
Well, like I said, in this time, man, do what you gotta do because right now,
I ain't got a white woman, but I'm just saying that what about
do what you gotta do in it because brothers will say this and that, but do what you gotta do. Right now, we're in hell. You're not gonna get the perfect woman.
No.
If I need a man won't want to deal with you, then deal with her, get a little pumped.
Edomite woman, you're not dealing with me. I'm not dealing with an Edomite woman.
I've seen the same thing with my brother.
I'm just saying.
With my brother, his wife is Edomite, but she serves him well for Edomite. Hence is why he's been with him so long. But right now his spirit's battling him for an Israelite woman. But I said to him, listen, we have to remember is that the times we're in. Remember, you have to deal with the stuff that comes with an Israelite woman as well. You know?
She's right in the scripture says, she that is my enemy.
That's right.
Because right now, man, I'm telling you this. What did you go before in 1 Corinthians? He said, if you're single, desire to stay that way. It's 1 Corinthians 7. Yes. Verse 29. But this I say, brethren. Right?
27 and 9.
29. 7 verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Right? Because remember the curse is on our woman. That her eyes shall be eaten towards you. So if you feel like a Edomite woman is or other woman that's giving you a bit more, she's not giving you as much stress, because they're all stressful. They're all just if you feel like she can deal with you a good way, then do what you gotta do, man. Because right now we don't expect the best.
No, don't expect
while
the
you're in
best.
hell, don't expect the best.
No,
Don't expect the righteous woman.
Sometimes I'm guilty of putting too much pressure on the woman to be what she's only going to be there if the Most High will it, you know.
Yeah.
Speak to your blue in the face.
Remember, she has the Most High put a demon on the black woman, man. Where she's your enemy. Will get in trouble in the flesh. And then let me continue. He said, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Exactly, so you have to keep in mind that, man, when you're walking to and fro in Babylon.
Yes, true.
Now all these women naked and all that, yeah? If you can move a woman and she's good and she's not giving you stress, that's cool. But the second she starts giving you a big power off,
That's right,
because she's a liability.
That's what a man's meant to do anyway.
That's right.
If you're in that manly spirit, you're going to do that.
Exactly, you're going to do the right thing. To cut her off. Because she's going to bring this in spirit. Bring a downfall to you. Downfall to you.
Because remember, there was a parable where the master of the house called certain men. A man that had land,
Yes.
that had goods, and a man that had a woman, and they all made excuses.
Yes.
I have a wife, I must go see her.
Yes, true.
Why? Because that man was weak. So if you're weaker in the spirit, it's probably best to not be with a woman.
It's true.
I let my wife know every day, listen, I try to keep her in check and say, listen now, it's easy for me to leave. I try to reassure her this every day. Because I don't put all my eggs in the one basket.
That's right.
And when I met her, it's like I say, to start everything with chief is silly, everything we do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying to you? And that goes with our women as well, because a lot of us start off our relationships, not even just with a woman, just in relationships with brothers, we don't start off sincere and honest. And that's only going to lead to the way it started off.
Yes.
So it's best to be truthful and sincere, whether it hurts their feelings or not. At least they know where you stand as a man, you know?
Yeah. But flipping, when you deal with a woman, what's she doing?
Exactly. What's she doing for you?
What's he smashing her a couple of times?
Exactly. It's true.
That's what it is.
That's right.
It's better to go and pay a woman for sex.
But I'm not going to do that, brother.
But that's what we do. That's what men be doing with their wives anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing with all these women anyway. You're taking it out, you're spending just to get the truth. You know what I mean? So it's better to just pay a woman, do your thing, and leave the car. The woman there, if you deal with them, you gotta get into the world, man. It's expensive. They take more than they give. You know what I mean? But let's continue. So I mean, that's what you want to get. And they that use this world as not abusing it. What do you think that means? Using this world and not abusing it.
I don't know.
What do you think that means?
It's like you were talking about earlier, like with in moderation, like when you said drink some wine for our ailments. We're not going to get drunk on that wine. We're going to use that wine to heal ourselves, and then we're going to pray our way. You know, like I say, it says, use not your freedom. It's true for wickedness, man. It's like you say, now we can play with these people's minds all day if we want to. Do you know what I mean? Because our spirit, our minds are not where these people's minds are. We know them better than they know themselves.
Right. You're right. But the scriptures say, let's say abusing it. Don't charge. Make sure you don't charge yourself with over surfeiting and drunkenness and cares in this life. That's abusing the world. You know what I mean? Let me get that. Luke chapter 21, verse 34. Luke 21, verse 34.
Say Jesus Christ, I accept you. Say Jesus Christ, I receive you. Say Jesus Christ, I am
Verse 34. Luke chapter 21, verse 34. Trust me, man. When you're out here, don't go on food, man. You have to go work.
You just got my headphones as well. My headphones as well. I don't know. They're going my pocket. This place is good.
You got it. 21, verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts or your minds be overcharged in abusing the world, be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. You know what I mean? For as a snare shall they come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. You see that? So that's what I mean by abusing the world, man. You know what I mean? Which are right with it. You're right. You know? We're just using the world. Because again, we're pilgrims. We're just passing. So it said, and so that they, going back to 1 Corinthians, right? Verse 29. 1 Corinthians 7 and 29. Everybody is funny, First Corinthians 7 verse 31 is it? And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Right? You have to stay focused. Yeah. The demons, man. But that woman is not taking heed to the scriptures, man. Yeah. You got the scripture says taking more earnest heed to the things that you're hearing. So I mean,
You know what? I've been seeing it for ages. I know her son as well.
Let me bring it out. Hold that right there. Well, Hebrews chapter 2 verse 1. Now you got to listen to this. Hebrews chapter 2 verse 1. Therefore we ought to give more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip. That's what you're doing, you're letting them slip. By letting some woman
I lost contact with her and we used to do music and everything like that, and I was teaching her about the Most High and things like that before, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, but even though that's so, try to take everything. Because the times will come where we're not gonna be here. It's true. You're not gonna be by yourself.
Yeah, it's true. I don't want to be distracted.
So I said, verse 2, same chapter, Hebrews chapter 2, verse 2. For if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience received a just recompense of reward, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? So the scripture says, verse 3, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation, which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord and was confirmed unto us by them that heard them? Right, so it said, how shall we escape if we neglect so great a salvation? Again, the greatest thing that a man can do in his life is take heed to his word. That's the greatest thing. Right now, it doesn't appear, because all that we're doing right now is listening. I'm telling you, when the time comes to salvation and destruction, you're going to be like, man, oh, that's the Most High that put a spirit upon me to listen, just to stand in the street and listen. Just to that. No? That's more than what these people are saying. It's true. Look at all these people, man. It's true. Look at the abundance of them. Look at the abundance. And it's almost as if they're blind and they can't see us, man.
They're just doing the whole thing.
No, there's demons on them. No,
Demons on them.
that's why.
It's true.
So, because I'm going to the woman how she's a distraction. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 31, right? And they that use this word is not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. So again, Well, if you don't have a woman, you can concentrate more on this than this word, man. You're more in the spirit. Even when you're not in the Bible, when you're walking around Babylon, you're still thinking about, you're focused more on the scriptures more than a woman. Because when a woman gives you grief of mind, man, you start focusing on her and how to bridge the gap, how to get back with her, and you don't think about the Lord.
Away from the Most High.
Exactly.
Which is fact.
That's what I said on verse 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world. So if you have a woman, you start thinking more of the world, man.
Yeah.
How he may please his wife.
How he may please his wife.
You see that? There is difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord.
It's true.
Right? So you have certain women that don't want to get to know brother right now.
No.
All right now? Yeah, exactly. That she may be holy both in body and in spirit. You see? So you brothers, when you don't have a woman, you're holy in body and in spirit. You've got peace of mind, man.
Yes.
You got to value that peace of mind. You got to value your state of mind. Because when you want the scripture says, give me no plague, but the plague of the mind.
Yes.
But you see all these women come around, it's like the devil, bro.
Yeah.
They're tempting you. So quote them, and then all she can is give you help.
Yeah.
No balance, man. So I said, but she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. Right? Verse 35. And this I speak for your own profit, right? Not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that we may attend upon the Lord without distraction. See? That's how Paul said, I'm separated unto the gospel.
Yes, that's how Paul was single.
Because he was telling us the Lord without distraction.
Yes.
And that's why he was so mighty in spirit.
Yes.
He did more works than Peter. And Peter was the head apostle.
Yes, he did. He did more work than Peter.
He actually, Peter walked with Yahawah.
Yeah, he did.
But yet Paul, he wasn't even on the 12.
No, he wasn't.
But yeah, he was more mighty in works than all of them.
He did.
And that's what show you, brother Saturn, man, that even though you might put out video after video after video, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to put you as the highest member of your elect.
No. It's having faith from works and being close with the Yahawah.
Like you said last week, man, people come out here every day to teach.
Yes, it's true.
Outside this, you need to wake up too.
That's right.
Two man and then put to death the day after that.
That's right.
So that's how you're not justified by works. Just by having faith in
But I commend you guys, man. Yeah, man. You guys keep staying in the spirit, man. And like, when you're out here, different demons that you're battling, man. It's not only demons out here, but his own bodies.
Yeah, it's in our bodies.
Because you get tired, you get fatigued.
That's how I tell you, this morning when I was so tired, and I said to Yahawah, I said to Yahawah, why I'm so tired? I just touched water on my face, man, and I went straight into the word. And when I went straight into the word of Yahawah, I said, Yahawah, give me strength for today. The tiredness just went away from me. The sleep just went away from me, and I'm active. And I got up and do what I had to do, shower, look about myself, and then I went out. You know what I mean? I had to do what I had to do, and I said, I've got to come and see the brother, man. The brother's here today, let me come down and hear the word.
The spirit, talk about in Song of Solomon how Song of Solomon how you're trying to find her whom you're so loving.
Yeah.
And the watchman find you.
Yes.
The watchman is us. We're the watchman. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But your brother said you got a piece of
Proverbs 31 and 3.
Proverbs 31.
Proverbs 31 and 3.
Proverbs 31 and 3. Hey, you know what's up?
This is Proverbs 31 and 3. It says, give not thy strength unto the woman, nor thy ways that which destroyeth kings. For it is not for kings But that was the point right there, man. Give not thy strength to a woman.
Yes.
Thy ways and that which destroy it.
That's a form of idolatry.
And you know, a lot of our people that are dealing with that spirit right now, you know, the black woman is God.
Yes. But the black woman is God and everything I said, you know what, please? You're not worthy of me, you know what I mean? You're not worthy of me. So you have to take up your cross daily, man. Take up your cross daily and walk with your ring. Don't put your wife or your woman in front of Yahawah. Put Yahawah first. She don't want to know about Yahawah. And you're walking with Yahawah, and then she's against you. She cut you off because of that, then you have to cut her off.
She don't believe in Yahawah.
She don't believe in Yahawah, you have to cut her off. She say, darling, we have to part. We have to part in peace. Yeah, you have to say that, it's true. You have to say, darling, we have to part in peace.
If you have a woman that's calm, she can be saying she's been humble. That's very rare.
Yes, but it's very rare, but if she don't want to, and it's been years and she's struggling against you, and she's always fighting against you, why are you always talking about Yahawah?